So do you really suggest 25 questions attempt straightforward and getting 15 correct feature an iron call? बिकॉज ये ट्रेंड बहुत चलता है मार्केट में, बहुत ही ज्यादा चलता है मार्केट में कि भाई 25 अटेम्प्ट करो, 15 करेक्ट करो, आई एम कॉल श्योर शॉट. Pooja, we'll start with you, then Pranshu, and then Yasti.
I think coming to that, every aspirant should give this try in one mock. He or she will directly come to know what the results are and what the percentile is. And then you can decide for yourself how truth this statement is.
Right.
So, karke dekho, there are a lot of mentors out there telling this strategy. So apply this as well. The direct strategy, like one thing that is applicable universally while attempting your CAT preparation is analyze LOD, then attempt with accuracy. Because if accuracy takes a toll in an attempt to increase your number of questions attempted, so those that you've attempted with 100% accuracy also goes in vain. Plus the time is wasted. Right. So this is like analyze LOD, check on your attempts, and keep the accuracy. These three are the like fundamentals. You cannot just do without them.
Right. See, guys, I'll tell you, these guys, whatever they're saying, right, they are 99% L plus plus. Now, why I always say that, like, why you should be following their strategies, because it's like Manohar said, like, if you're following Warren Buffett, or if you're following Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, if you follow their stock, you are not going to doom your money. Like, you will be getting some return from there, because these are the biggies that they are following. So whatever stocks they have in their portfolio, just buy those stocks and you're safe. Like, same analogy here, all these like toppers, all this mastermind, all these guys are saying is that if you do that many things, जैसे इन्होंने कहा कि भाई ऐसा नहीं होता कि तुम बस 34 अटेम्प्ट करो, उसमें से 25 करेक्ट करो, 20 करेक्ट करो. मेरे ख्याल से it's next to impossible to even touch that 34 as a number if you're not that pro in quants. So it's always good, even if you're an average or below average sort of a student, it's always good to at least follow something which is really, really short, which is accuracy. So I'm going to take care of my attempt. I'll be like more of accuracy and I'll get good score in the end, rather than going for masses, attempting 20, 25 questions. And बच्चा लोग ये करता है, जबरदस्ती people are marking 20, 25 questions. And then people also go for tukka. I mean, I should not be asking this. Have you ever tried any fluke?
Like, as far as like, you can take calculated risk only in theta quotient. Only in theta quotient. Like, never do that when when it's a negative, when it can lead to negative marking.
Smart.
Like, you need to develop the skill which will help, like so that you can recognize the quotients which you will get correct.
I think the accuracy. I'm sorry. Yes, you go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
No, sir. That's what I'm saying. The accuracy is very important in that.
Pranshu, you want to tell them like your story of accuracy?
So about that practicing that accuracy versus attempt thing, one other thing that you guys can try is have one mock, just give for accuracy. Say I'll attempt maybe I'll attempt like 30 questions out of 100, but I'll get all 30 right, okay? And have another mock. There, keep the aim that I'll attempt as many questions as possible, even if I'm guessing and taking some calculated risk, okay? You will realize something very, very funny. What will happen is that you will see you even though you try it, you will not be able to do it because you will have a bias towards one thing, okay? Maybe your ego will come in between. Maybe it will be your habit. Maybe it will just be how you have given exams all your life. But even if you try to, let's say, attempt as little question as possible with greatest accuracy, you will maybe get close, but maybe very far. Point is, from these two tests, you will be able to figure out where your biases are. What's your, like, is your accuracy the problem or is your attempt the problem? And then you can actually be more conscious of it. So this is the first thing I'll say. Secondly, after you have done this, then what you can do is you can try to slowly increase it. So think about it this way. In maths, you will have one section which you have studied, and one section which you have not studied, okay? For chapters which you have studied, attempt for 100% accuracy and be very harsh on yourself. You are not good at those with those questions. If you still think you can't do it, see, if you have done that chapter, you will be able to recognize a very tough question. You know now it will waste your time, you leave it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So it is still 100% accuracy only because you have left. But then the question, but then maybe when you are in the middle of a preparation, there will be another part of math which you have not prepared. There, try to keep calculated risks and all. Okay. And as your preparation will go ahead, the more and more chapters you will already be familiar. DLR, more types of questions you'll be familiar. VRC, more tricks you will be familiar. So gradually that accuracy will automatically increase, and then your calculated risk will also sort of, that need will decrease automatically. For me, I got a bit lucky also, because I was trying to, like, I did not manage my time extremely well in like DILR. But overall in my whole paper, I got just 3 negative marks. There were more wrong questions, but they were in theta. So only 3 negative were there, and no negative in 0 negative marks in maths or in DILR, only VRC. And so that's how it was in the end. And I think you guys can also try it and start that, one mock with just accuracy and then build from there.
Guys, that's the power.
Like also, like if you're taking any calculated risk, it should be when you have done like all the questions that you can attempt. You shouldn't, try for that at the start. Like if there is nothing else, like there are no questions left that you can attempt now, and like 3-4 minutes are remaining, then for theta questions you can try guessing also.
Makes sense. So when you are 25 plus in one segment, then you can take a call कि अच्छा, 2-3 अगर मैं theta या फिर 2-3 अगर question में गलत भी करता हूँ, my score won't hamper much. But then if you're sitting on 15 or if you're sitting on 16, 17, and then going like 2 to 3 questions wrong can actually hit you real bad. So guys, that's the first thing that I want every one of you to understand. There are around 700 students out here. Accuracy is going to be the game changer. Accuracy is the mother of all. And these guys are saying it because for them to reach up to 99 percentile plus, the accuracy is the most important thing. You cannot really reach to that level if you really do not have taken accuracy into account.